say that. So it always starts off pretty subtle. It's like, your eyebrows raised and you're like, what you got going on? What's going on? Phone calls that he's ignoring, staying out late. So he stayed out late, one too many times for my liking. So I called myself, getting him back. I was working an overnight shift. So, one night I got dressed as if I was going to work, but I had an outfit, jewelry, makeup, everything in my nursing bag. I had took out all of my nursing stuff and put in my going out stuff because Shorty was going out. I was going outside. You want to go outside, you want to be out all hours of the night, you get home when you feel like it. Don't tell me where you been or gaslight me and tell me some lie. Well, you know what? Two could play that game. So yeah, all right, going to work, honey. Have a good night. Love you. Mwah. And then I moseyed on outside. So now on the way there on an empty stomach. So I was trying to eat like some crackers or something because I knew better. I knew better. But it was just like, dang, I got to play catch up though. I don't want to get there and be all sober or whatever the case. And then when I get there, I'll get a drink and I'll just slow sip that joint because, I done pretty much drink this half a bottle of vodka. So we get there, and I'm having myself a good old time. I was actually being a naughty girl at the time. Full transparency, I ended up having a foursome that night with the married couple. But I feel like whenever I do those type of things, I end up suffering the consequences for it. So it was not something that I did on a regular basis. I did it that time, and then another time when I told him I was going to go cheat on him, but and that ended up horrible as well. So spent the night with them. Got back home 7, 8 in the morning, whatever the case, and passed clean out. So I ended up getting up, and I remember throwing up my whole entire life, that's where his eyebrow got raised at. Like, hold up, what the heck is going on here? Like, why are you throwing up like this? And I'm like, I don't know. I must have ate something bad. I'm sure I told him some type of lie. And but I could not stop throwing up, y'all, because y'all know I drank on that empty stomach, and that was a huge mistake. Calling 911 to come get me. And I went to the hospital, and it was pretty much alcohol poisoning. He, gave me some IV fluids, some anti-nausea meds, and kept me there until I was able to eat some crackers and drink some juice and keep it down without throwing it up. Then I got discharged. But while I was at the hospital, y'all, he goes through my nursing bag because he just was like, nah, this 1 + 1 is not equaling 2. Like, the math was not mathing for him, okay? So he goes in my nursing bag. I get home and my whole nursing bag is dumped out. Remember, I had the going out clothes in there, right? My jewelry, makeup,